everyone and welcome back to my channel. Firstly, I do have to apologise. I didn't know that I was not going to be uploading any videos for I think it's about 3 months at this point. As if you've been watching my channel for a little while, you will know that I am a musician, that is my job, and I ended up going on quite a last minute tour, which just meant that things like filming YouTube videos kind of took a little bit of a sideline. I just literally it was all quite last minute and just too much to do, and I just didn't manage it. But do please accept my apologies, because I love making videos for this channel. I've always said that, and yeah, to not make them was quite disappointing because I felt like, I don't know, I had some good momentum going and things. So my plan for 2022 is to put out a video every other Friday, so 2 videos a month. And I just think that's going to be a little bit more sustainable over the whole year. Now, if I can put out more videos than that, I will do, but I'm going to commit as much as you can with these things to doing a video every other week, and then yeah, hopefully that will work out much better and I can be more consistent for you. But we're gonna kick back off with one of my favourite videos to film, and that is an empties video, because the last 3 months I've used a lot of things, and I pretty much had an empties video ready to go when I went off on tour, and then obviously didn't film it. So these have been accumulating probably over, I would say, kind of the last 6 months. Give this video a cheeky little like, subscribe if you want to see more from me, and yeah, let's get into this. I've just got them all beside me, so I'm literally just gonna grab them as they come to hand. And the first one is a dry shampoo, and this is by Collab, and it's their Mermaid Fragrance Dry Shampoo. Now, I actually really enjoyed this one. This is my second can of Collab. I'm gonna call it Collab because that's kind of how they put it. Dry shampoo, and I really like this. I have been on the hunt for a affordable, cruelty-free dry shampoo for a long time, and this is the best one I've found. Is it as good as Batiste? No. In all honesty, I don't think it is. It doesn't quite clean your hair as much. It stops it looking oily, but it doesn't feel like it cleans your hair. Now, I really want to try the Living Proof one, but it's like 20 quid a can, and I'm like, oh, but if it's that good, but then I almost don't want to find out it's that good, because then I can never go to anything else, you know what I mean? But for really not very much at all, I think this was a couple of pounds maybe, it did the job. So, you know, I can't complain too much. Okay, sticking with the dry shampoo, actually, it's this one by Swizzle's Drumstick Squashies Original Raspberry Milk Dry Shampoo. I have no idea who this was actually made by. I mean, does Swizzles make beauty products? I have no idea. But I saw this in Home Bargains. I thought it was hilarious, and I bought it. Surprisingly good, considering that these guys are known for making sticky sweets. But if you're gonna buy either, get the Collab one. This was just yeah, I don't know how seriously I can take this. Proving my love of the Lacura Hot Cloth Cleanser, I have 3. I have a full-size one, which I actually chopped in half so that I could scrape out all the remnants, and then I have 2 of the smaller size that I've gotten through. This stuff is still amazing. I actually got a Liz Earle Hot Cloth Cleanser in a advent calendar for Christmas, and it is good. It is good. I'm not going to deny it, but this is better. The packaging of the Liz Earle one is better, so I'm slightly tempted to just rebuy the Aldi one and then just put it into the nice packaging. Is that weird? I don't know. Another Lacura face product. I have raved about Lacura products on my channel. I will continue to do so. If you are looking for a really luxurious experience, then their face creams, that's a separate topic, definitely. But if you just want products that work well and are cheap and are cruelty-free, then honestly look no further. And my, again, still to this day, favourite face wash is their Refreshing Face Wash Gel. This is just amazing. It's just a no fuss, no frills face wash. It does take your makeup off, but I tend to use this one in the morning. So obviously I don't have any makeup on my skin, but it's just very nice and refreshing and very, very gentle. My skin has a tendency to lean dry. If it's going to do anything, it's going to feel tight after a shower especially. And this doesn't exacerbate that at all. So it's nice and kind. Okay, next up we have brow products, and we have a hit, but I have a gripe, and we have an absolute fail. So let's start with the absolute fail, because that's always more fun. Now this is obviously, I mean, it's a brow pencil. This is not an empty, okay? I've clearly not finished this, because this is from W7 Cosmetics, and I genuinely can't remember where I bought this now. Maybe Tesco? Does Tesco sell this? Honestly, I can't remember. I've obviously erased it from my memory, because this is the worst brow pencil I've ever used in my entire life. It's so smudgy that at one point a friend of mine was like, I think you've got dirt on your face, and it was because I had an itch on my face, and I scratched like near my brow, and it just smudged like that, and I was like not what we want, not what we want from our beauty products. And it was just not a great, it's just a terrible formula. Just don't buy this. So it's more of a fail than an empty. But next up we have a brow product that I loved, but as predicted, used it up really, really quickly. And this is the e.l.f. Ultra Precise Brow Pencil, and I have it in the shade, it's not gonna tell me, it's not gonna tell me. I have no idea. The brown one. So this was, I was kind of using it up when I went a bit more blonde with my hair. So I use more like blonde kind of brow product now. But I loved this pencil. It was so ultra precise in name and nature, but you just get so little product in here that I use this up really, really quickly, because brows are basically the makeup thing that I do most days. Like I've said this before, if I'm gonna do any makeup on a day-to-day basis, it's generally just mascara and brows. So it is the product that I get through quite a lot, but I got through this so quickly. I think it lasted me maybe 3 weeks, and you know, to me that's just, it wasn't expensive, but also, you know, it's a lot, and it's quite a lot of waste if you're going through these as well. So really, really good product. Disappointed with how quickly I got through it. Desperately trying to rattle through these as fast as possible. It's really hard not to like talk about them a little bit. Okay, so Wild Mint. I did a bit of a collaboration with these guys, and they very kindly gifted me some products, and I have really, really enjoyed them. They are expensive, but they are an independent, you know, made and based in the UK, small business that kind of getting off the ground. So for that, I can forgive them. Also, all their packaging, 10 out of 10. It is all glass, it is all recyclable, and it is all really, really lovely to use. So I have completely used up their Youth Boost multivitamin refining serum. Really enjoyed this. Just a lovely, lovely user experience. I had pretty good skin when I started using this, so I didn't notice a massive improvement, if that makes sense, but it maintained that level of good skin, if that makes sense. Like, it didn't break me out, didn't cause any kind of reaction, nothing like that. And then this is their Citrus Cleanse Illuminating Antioxidant Cleanser. Now, this is probably my least favourite product from them, and not because it's bad. It's just that it doesn't really remove your makeup. So this is definitely a second cleanse, kind of a cleanser, or a morning cleanser for me. And just in the shower, I didn't enjoy the texture of this, because if it gets any water in it, it just kind of breaks apart, as you know, creams do. It feels like a face cream when you're applying it, if that makes sense. It does beautifully cleanse your skin very, very gently, but like I say, it doesn't really take your makeup off. I have one gripe, and it kind of involves the packaging. So maybe I'm going to take back the 10 out of 10. I'm going to give it a like 8 out of 10, because you can see there is still product left in the bottom of these, and I can't get it out. Because the little pump kind of nozzle just doesn't seem to pick up the very, very bottom of the product. So for, you know, like I say, these aren't exactly cheap, so I would just say that's just a little gripe of mine, but I'm really enjoying using their products. I'm currently using a few more of theirs, so I will let you know how I get on with those. So this is actually something that I got a really long time ago, and it's the Betty Hula Honest Natural Beauty Nourishing Antibacterial Hand Moisturiser in the rum and blackcurrant. You can't really smell the rum at all, it's just blackcurrant. And so yeah, this is an anti-bac, but a hand moisturiser, which I got in a pit box probably about a year ago now, maybe just over. But we've just had it down in the living room, so I've just been using it, you know, here and there. So it's lasted quite a long time. You can actually see my puppy got hold of it. So we had to move it because she decided to put her stamp on things. But yeah, so I did really enjoy using this, but I will say, I don't know if it was I really loved the scent of it. That was the main thing for me. But I don't know whether it's because it is an antibacterial moisturiser. It sort of sat on the hands for quite a long time. So the only time I would really put this on is if I was just sat watching TV, because then you can just kind of spend the time, you know, working it into your hands and letting it sink in. It did a really good job, but if you are somebody that wants to whack on a moisturiser and then immediately get on with your day, this isn't going to be it, because it works really well, but it takes a long time to sink into your hands. Another moisturiser, which again I got in the pit box, is this Skin Fed Organic Face Moisturiser, and I love the concept of this because it's kind of in paper packaging, so you can recycle all of this, and you know, it's going to break down really quickly, all good things. This is a face moisturiser, and I found it way too heavily scented to use it on my face, and I don't mind fragrance in products. In fact, I quite like it. It enhances the experience for me, but this was just too strong. It's got like orange oil in it, and yeah, it was just, I used it as a body moisturiser instead and loved it for that, because you could smell it on your skin kind of throughout the morning. So it was really lovely, but just way too fragranced for me to, so I'm not, you know, would not repurchase, because it was just a little bit much. My quest for the perfect mascara has, well, I think I've shown all of these on my channel, but I wanted to use them all up because I realised that I was amassing quite the collection of semi-used mascaras, and I just needed to use them up. So I will, I mean, the two least favourites, annoyingly, are the two cheapest. And this is, the first one is from e.l.f. and this is their Big Mood, name dropped it, Big Mood Mascara. Now, I think this is a really good mascara. I just don't like it for me. I want volume from my mascaras. I have really long lashes, so I actually end up often kind of taking off the edge, like on the very tips, because otherwise it rubs on my brow bone and I get black all over my eye. So I don't want anything that lengthens, I just want fluttery volume. That's all I want from my mascaras, but it seems to be really hard to find. If you are wanting something that will give you a bit of volume and length, but isn't too intense, this is a lovely mascara. It wore really well, and it's quite a sort of natural vibe. But yeah, I just like a little bit more punch from my mascaras. But like I say, not a bad mascara, just not great for me. And then the other one is this Big Lash Mascara XL Volume Mascara from Revolution. This one I did not like. This just gave me no volume whatsoever. So there's that. So the slightly controversial Pillow Talk Push Up Lashes Mascara from Charlotte Tilbury. In the winter, I adore this mascara. I really like the wand on it. I think it's so clever. It's so unique. I don't know anything else like this, which I know a few people kind of found it a bit difficult to work with. If you practiced a bit and got used to it, it was amazing. I love this in the winter, but in the summer it's smudged. So if you are somebody who is slightly on the oilier side, or you tend to get quite hot and sweaty, then or if you live in a more humid environment, I wouldn't go near this. But like I say, in the winter I really enjoyed using this. So yeah, it's kind of a, I stand by this fact that I've raved about this, but I didn't enjoy it so much towards the end of the summer when it was really warm. Now, the absolute highlight of mascaras for me from the past year, probably, I am going to do a bit of a mascara roundup video very, very soon, so stay tuned for that. But this is the Bare Minerals Lashtopia Mega Volume Mineral Base Mascara. It goes on and on. This I have loved, and this, when I have used up my mascara that I'm using currently, is the one that I'm going to repurchase. So I'm going to use this, and I'm also going to try out the other one from Too Faced. Not the Better Than Sex one, the other one. But this I absolutely loved. Definitely recommend. Probably my favourite mascara I've ever tried to date. So now, whilst I have loved the shorter hair life, although as you can tell I am kind of growing it a little bit, I do this, you'll get used to it, it's a cycle of life. You have to style it a lot more, at least I do with my hair type, and so this has meant reaching for a lot more heat protectant. And one that I've used up is the Tresemme Keratin Smooth Spray. I really, really enjoyed this. I will be repurchasing this because I only used it up yesterday morning, I think, and yeah, really, really love this. Doesn't weigh your hair down at all, doesn't make it feel like you've got lots of product in, but definitely I've felt a big difference in the softness of my hair on the days when I remember to use this than on the days when I forgot. So going back to skincare, this was one that I wanted to test out for a long time, and so was really relieved when I finally did, and it's the Optimum Retinol by Superdrug. Now, again, similar to the Lacura products, I really, really rate Superdrug own products, and I wanted to try one of their retinols because I just wanted to see, you know, how effective it was. I didn't find this that punchy. I actually cannot find the percentage of retinol in this. It doesn't say it on it, it doesn't say it anywhere on the packaging. I couldn't find it on the website. I may have just been being blind. If anybody else knows, let me know. So that I just found a little bit like, I feel like it's not a very strong dose in here, and I would like a slightly stronger one. Next up, I have a gorgeous, gorgeous product from Ren. Now, I think Ren skincare are probably my, if somebody said, right, you're only allowed to use one skincare brand for the rest of your life, I'd be tempted by Lacura, don't get me wrong, but I think I would have to go for Ren. Their products just work. They do what they say. I love their ethos as a brand, absolutely great. So this was their Revitalizing Night Cream. Now, obviously this is a mini one. My sister gave it to me because, I don't know, she generally just tends to give me like random little beauty products, which is great, I love it. But I really, really enjoyed using this. I enjoyed the user experience of it, I enjoyed the effects of it, I enjoyed how it felt on my skin. It didn't feel like it was sitting on my skin, it just kind of, my skin just drank it up and had a great time. So yes, highly recommend, very much enjoyed, shall be repurchasing. So I have a couple of Body Shop products, and these are in the kind of seasonal sense, and the first one is this whipped body butter, and it's the vanilla pumpkin fragrance that my husband tends to buy me for my birthday because my birthday is in October. So obviously Body Shop has this everywhere, and I do love it. It is very sweet, but I love it, and I love anything vanilla, as we shall rave about in a second. But I loved this because I often find the normal body butter from the Body Shop is just too much for my skin. It's too heavy, whereas this, because it's whipped, just had that perfect level of moisturization, but without being quite so heavy. It was much more pleasant to use, but that meant that I actually got through this quite quickly. I got through this tub in, I don't know, about a month, which, I mean, to be fair, I'm using it every day, sometimes twice a day, so therefore I'm going to get through it. But I wasn't using a huge amount of it each time, so you do get through it a lot faster than the other body butter, but it was much nicer to use. So therefore I would still go for this over that one. But if you're looking for the same heavy moisturizer feeling, you won't get that with this. But if, like me, you find that a bit too much, this could be perfect. And then my favourite Body Shop scent of all time is their Warm Vanilla, and this is their Exfoliating Sugar Body Scrub. I love the sugar body scrubs from the Body Shop, and I love this scent. Absolute dream. Shall be requesting more for Christmas next year. I actually got this for Christmas last year, but I got so many amazing Body Shop products that it took me a while to get to it. And yes, absolutely loved. Okay, we're nearly at the end now. realise how long this video's been. But the last body sort of product is a shower gel, and this is again from Lacura. It's their Juicy Mango, and I absolutely loved it. It's mango scented. I mean, what more do you want from life? Something that I have been saying I will get through for months, and it just seemed to keep going, which is incredible, is the Morphe Continuous Setting Mist. And I had this in it was a limited fragrance, which makes me sad, but it's the Sweet Peach one, and I absolutely loved this. I haven't tried Urban Decay All Nighter, I'll admit, just because I don't tend to wear that much makeup like base, so I often think like, oh, I don't need something that intense. But if you're like me and you want something that will set your makeup and keep it there but isn't really super intense, Continuous Setting Mist by Morphe, it's absolutely lovely. It's just so nice to use, particularly in the summer when it's a bit warm. Sometimes I find myself putting this on just to like have a nice facial mist. So yes, absolutely adore that. Highly recommend. One of my favourite eye creams of all time, please Lacura, for the love of face cream, will you make this a permanent product? It is the Lacura Eye Moisture Boost Eye Cream, and they seem to only bring this out in the summer. So if you see this in your local Aldi, stock up on it. Obviously if you try it and you like it, you don't want to waste it. But I absolutely adore this eye cream. One of my absolute favourites, and I'm very sad that I will not be able to get my hands on any until the spring. Another Body Shop Warm Vanilla product. This is their hand cream. I love these little mini Body Shop hand creams. I have one of these in various scents in basically every single bag I own. I absolutely love it. It's not a super intense moisturizer, but that's why I like it to have with me for out and about, because it's not going to stay on your skin for ages. It just sinks in, does the job, especially when you're out and about. And I often find the hand soaps in public toilets are very harsh, and I come out and my hands feel like they're gonna like crack. I hate that feeling so much. Obviously they're not going to, but it just kind of feels like it. And so I love having one of these in my bag, put a little bit on, and then it just fixes that problem straight away. So yeah, Warm Vanilla, absolute favourite. I love this. Okay, second to last thing. It's a tester, but it's a tester that I'm annoyed because I liked it so much, and it's quite expensive. So this is the Kiehl's Retinol Skin Renewing Daily Microdose Serum, and this was lovely. This is absolutely lovely to use, and I really want to buy the full size, but it's quite expensive and I don't know if I can bring myself to. And then last but not least, this is the Lacura Brow Gel, and in the shade Medium. I'm actually using the one in the shade Light. I have that on my brows right now at the moment. I love this stuff. If you enjoy the Glossier Boy Brow, you will enjoy this. It does have a slightly different feel to it because the wand is slightly different, but the product inside feels very, very similar. It does have the little fibres in it, so it does kind of build in your brows a bit. And one thing I really love using this for is on days when I'm literally wearing no makeup, but I just kind of want my brows to look tidy, because to me, I have quite long brow hairs, and so when they get a bit piggledy, I'm just like, this is not the look I'm going for. Anyway, so I'll literally just run some of this through my brows and that's it, and I really, really enjoy it for that. So again, if you're somebody that just wants a very natural but put together kind of a look, get yourself a brow gel, and this is a really good one, especially for the price. And that is it. Oh my days. If you have made it this far, then leave me the little lipstick emoji in your comment, because my word, I'm very, very impressed. But I wanted to come back with, like I say, one of my absolute favourite videos to film. I hope you have enjoyed it. If you did, please do give it a like and subscribe to my channel. I will be coming at you with another video in a couple of weeks' time, and like I say, I will endeavour to do that. If I put out more videos, then that's great. I'll be happy. But I also have another YouTube channel which is more about my music and all that, and I do want to be able to put a bit of time into that as well. So I just think that this is the easiest way of doing things. So yes, please do subscribe if you would like to see more from me, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye!